I've been working in this industry for 20 plus years, and I've been doing a lot of cinemas in those years, but also a lot of smart homes and lightings and curtains and stuff like that. But my passion really lies in home cinemas. 4 years back, I started my own company called Cinema Solutions, where I'm trying to make the best home theaters for my customers. Luxury place for them to enjoy the whole family and relax and just have a good time. This particular client was having some demonstrations where he felt like he wanted to be in the middle of the action. He wanted an immersive experience. And to do that, we need, of course, ear level sound. We need good low frequency sound in subwoofers, and we also need some overhead sounds to make it the nice sound bubble that you can get. And to make that work with all the panoration going on and the sound moving in the room and thunder coming in and leaving in the back and stuff like that, then you need a really high quality processor. So that's why we went with the Procella speakers here, and we have 11 ear channel speakers, we have 8 subwoofers, and we have 10 overhead speakers for Atmos and DTS:X and also some Oro integration. We don't have everything in the exact places where it's supposed to be for all the formats. We made a hybrid layout where it suits the most of what our client is using. For instance, when we're watching a concert, we always use the Oro 3D. It gives that little bit extra. You feel like you're really there and you're really enjoying it. To make that work in all of the entire world, there's very few companies who can pull that off in terms of processing. And that's one of the reasons why we work with Trinnov. We really like, they're so powerful in the processing, and making it hybrid and making it work with different formats, that's really unusual in the industry. So Trinnov is really giving us the opportunity to make that happen here. So in Trinnov, you get a very nice calibration system, and the optimization is giving us the possibility to adjust time in phase, in delays and all that stuff that you need to do, because the speakers are in different place and you don't sit in the same place all the time and stuff like that. We always try to think of it like a really nice big toolbox. With the Trinnov system, you have all the tools you need. That doesn't mean that you should use them or use them heavily. Some of them should just be there just in case. And some of them you need to tweak a little bit. But we always try to make the best room possible before, so we have a good acoustic, we have a good clean sheet for sound to be very nice presented. And then we use the optimization to do that little bit of extra tweak for the client. There's also built-in flexibility. We can do so much, and we can choose how much it should do, how little it should do, where it should do it, if not should do it in some part of the frequency range and stuff like that. That's really outstanding. As an integrator, you come up with loads of different problems that you need to solve on the fly. And all of those problems hasn't reached, a support team in another country yet. It could be just an upgrade for an HDMI card, it could be Apple TV done a new software upgrade, or something that went wrong, and it went wrong in that system. And then it's very good to have a broad support team, which also includes sales team, because the sales teams hear about this more frequently because they are around visiting a lot of different cinemas and stuff like that. I can't find it in any other company than Trinnov. So it's a blessing working that way. And then in Sweden, we're also fortunate enough to have a great distributor for Trinnov. They're helping out a lot, and not just with the technical stuff, also with the logistics and planning and how to get stuff in time and all of that. So yeah, we're very fortunate here to have that. It's a matter of what do you want out of your home theater. For me, it's all about experience, I want to have a great experience when I'm sitting there. And you can't get a great experience if you're not using the right solution to make that experience. Trinnov is making the best processing of the sound that we have ever heard. So that's why we like using it. And also, one interesting thing is that actually in smaller room, which we have quite a lot in Sweden, it becomes even more important how the processing is done. Because you can't get away with big spaces and the sound traveling some space, because it's right there and it needs to be very precise. That is a really good reason why you should invest in a Trinnov in the first place. But the other thing is that it's lasting so long. It's released 8 years ago. There's still nothing on the market that surpasses it. If you go another way, go ahead, you might be happy, but you need to change your receiver or your processor in a couple of years, and then in a couple of years again, and in a couple of years again. So I have clients who's been on this journey over these 8 years who have switched processors 4 times, and it's not going to be cheaper. So buy quality the first time and you will be much happier.